Hello friends, and welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I was able to catch this trade on BTCUSD. But before we dive straight into the video, I would like to invite you to kindly hit on the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel if you are new to the channel, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell in order not to miss any further video update from this channel. So as I said, we are going to look at how I was able to catch this trade on BTC. I will give you the breakdown in this video. So if you are ready to see it, then let's begin. Alright, so now let me clear out this chart and then we will start afresh. Or better still, let me use the other BTC chart, then I can clear it and then we can start afresh. And also I will show you the screenshot of the trade I took on MetaTrader 5 so that you will know I've actually took this trade. Good. So now I started the analysis on the 4-hour time frame, as you can see. So I actually made the markets around this zone. That was yesterday evening during the Asian session. So in order for me to do this analysis, let me cut out that level for us to see. Good. So now when you look at this, you could see that from this level, the market was playing as if it was bearish, even though it's bullish. If you are not aware of the structure, you will think it's bearish. So in that case, you'll be selling from this zone, targeting this zone, which is not the way we should look at it. So now what do I need to do? Once I came to the market, the first thing I did was to look at this zone. From this zone, what price was doing. So as you can see from here, it was bearish. Then when you go to this zone, it started playing bullish. But now that you go to this zone too, it started to play bearish. But this bearish is just a pullback. So that was what I used to get my entry. So now let me go to the 1-hour time frame, because I had this entry, or I did my analysis from the 1-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame was for me to just look at the overall trend and see what it's doing. So now let me go to the 1-hour time frame. Good. So from the 1-hour time frame, let's look at something. This is where we are currently. From the 1-hour time frame, you could see that price was coming with this bearish momentum. So when it got to this zone, we have a break of structure here, and then we have a demand zone around this zone. So at first we were looking to buy around this zone, but what happened when price got there, it actually bought small before it took out that zone. So immediately after this demand zone, we have another demand zone, which is here. So that was what I used to take my buy position. So now let me go to the 1-hour time frame, or let me mark out the demand zone on the 1-hour time frame for you to see. So this is the demand zone on the 1-hour time frame. So currently price is at the demand zone on the 1-hour time frame. That was when I made the market. That was during the Asian session. I made this market. Good. So now when price got to the 1-hour demand zone, what do I need to do? I have to go to the lower time frame to look for a confirmation, because when price was coming, it was coming with a bearish momentum. So if I'm going to go aggressively, price can give me something like this and then come and tear this demand zone and come to the nearest demand zone. So in order for me to confirm that price is about to continue with its bullish trend on the 1-hour time frame, I have to see a confirmation on the lower time frame, and in this case I use the 5 minutes time frame to get this confirmation. So now what do I need to do? I just have to mark the key zone on the 1-hour time frame. So this is my high, and then this is the recent low that price has printed, and it started reversing. Good. So now let me go to the 5 minutes time frame and look at what we get. Good. So now look at something on the 5 minutes time frame. Price is currently playing around the demand zone on the 1-hour time frame. But when you look at something, when price was coming down, it was coming with a bearish momentum. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then lower low. Good. So now as you can see, when price was coming, it was respecting the supply zone on the lower highs. So now here, when you go to this zone, and then it gave us this last break of structure. So this is a protected high that price is supposed to respect and then continue to give us another lower low. But when price got to this level, this supply zone, what happens? It breaks that supply zone. So this is a first sign that price is about to continue with its bullish momentum. So now when I see this, when I see this movement, the first thing I need to do is to just mark the last lower low and then mark that zone as what my last break of structure, and then the higher low that has been taken, also the lower high that has been taken, is now what the change of character I'm looking for. So this change of character is to tell me that price is about to continue with the bullish trend to align with the 1 hour time frame trend. But once I see this, I am not going to take a buy immediately from this other block or this demand zone that price has come back to mitigate. Some people who are aggressive buyers, they could have just set their buying limit and then take the buy around this zone. But for me, what do I need to see? I need to see another break or structure to confirm that yes, price has actually changed direction to align with the higher time frame trend. So now what do I need to do? I needed to wait for price to give me something like that, and then this was where price came and gave me that. So as you can see, when price retraces back, it now gave us this high. So now price came back and took out that giving us what we call a new break of structure. So now that I had these two things, a change of character and another break of structure, now I can confidently say that price has what change direction to align with the 1 hour trend. So in this case, what do I need to do? I need to mark my new demand zone, which is this zone. I need to mark this zone as my demand zone, and then I could see an inducement around this zone, because when price gets to that level, some people may likely want to buy. So in this case, I will consider it as what? As an inducement, and that was what I did. So now here, the only thing I just have to do is to take my pending position, because I've already confirmed my trend change, and I can confidently say that price is about to what? To align with the higher time frame trends. In this case, I'm going to target this high on the 1 hour time frame, and then this low on the 1 hour time frame. So now let's see what happened. I set this pending order and then I waited to see what happened. And as you can see, price came and even created another engineer liquidity around this zone. It came and engineer liquidity around this zone, because I told you that when price gets to this level, some people may likely want to buy. Those who are not informed in the market, those who are not all that good in the market structure and liquidity, they will think this is an order block, the whole of this. Yes, if they buy from there, they are also right, because they could have buy from this zone and still target this low as their SL. But most of them will buy from that zone and then put their SL around this zone, even around this zone, and in that case price can come and tear that SL and then continue to buy. So in my case, I will now bring it back to my entry and then wait and see what price will do. If price refuses to tag me there, I'm okay. I will look for another opportunity, and then look at what happened. Price later came and what? Tagged me in, just like what I said earlier on. And then let's see what happened. Now price continues to buy. Price continues to buy. You see what I was saying? If I was to follow this and put my SL just below here, price will have taken me out before it continues. So in that case, you have to put your SL where SL is supposed to be. That's why on the higher time frame, let me go back to the 1 hour time frame. On the higher time frame, that's why it's good to always mark your key level, the invalidation zone, before you go to the lower time frame. So if I hadn't marked this and I was going to target this last week, price could have swept me out before continuing with the trend or with the position. So now let me go back to the 5 minutes time frame and we'll see what happened. So now from here we could see that price has started giving us some bullish momentum, and then as you can see, price came and took out this high, giving us another break of structure. So from here I could see that price has given me a new break of structure. So if I want, I can just bring my SL to the entry, that is to set break even around this zone, and then continue to see what is happening. And also once price is playing out, I always try to look at the structure price is what is creating. So in this case, when price broke this structure, I could see another demand zone around this zone. So I could wait for price to either come back and tag here to continue, or if it doesn't do that, I'll then look at the next line of action price is creating. So now let's see what happened. So you could see that price started retracing back, but what happened? Price now went and broke structure again to the top. So now we have a new structure being broken. So from here to once price has broken this structure, we could look for another order block or point of interest closer to it. And here I could see this point of interest closer to the level where price has broken, and that was where I added the position. So now I'll wait to see what price will do here. When price gets here, I'm not going to take aggressive buy because we have another point of interest below it. So I have to look for candlestick confirmation around this zone. So let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. Good. So you see price came and swept this side. This is not a break of structure, but those who are not aware of break of structure will say this is a break of structure. This is not a break of structure. This is a sweep of liquidity. So price swept the high. Price swept the high. So this is a sweep of liquidity. So you can see that that's a sweep of liquidity. So those who are not aware of break of structure will likely want to buy from this zone because price has broken structure, but that is not the case. This is a sweep of liquidity. This our demand zone still hold, and it also have an inducement closer to it. So let's see, aggressive buyers can just set their pending order here, and then when it comes they tag them. But as for me, I'll wait to see what will happen around that zone because we have this demand zone closer to it. So let's see what happens. Good. So you see what happened. Price gets to this demand zone and then it even went and swept that low. So if I was to set my pending order here, I could have targeted this low as my SL, and in that case price will have taken me out. So let's see, I didn't do that. I waited to see a candlestick confirmation, and this was where I have my confirmation, this candle. As you can see, this is more like a bullish, sorry, this is more like a morning star candle. This is more like a morning star candle. So what do I do? After the closure of that candle, I just take my position, and then I can set my SL just below this last candle, and then I will still target this high as my take profit. And then let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You will see that price now tag me in, and then it started to buy. So this is currently where we are. Alright, so this is what this is how I was able to get this trade. And then as you can see, price is currently playing out. So the first position, I'm already on a break even, and this one I'll wait to see if price can take out this high. So the moment price takes out this high, then I can set break even also around this zone, and from here I could also look for another demand zone here. If price then comes back to that demand zone, I will take another buy and then go to the final TP. So this is how I was able to get this trade. And if you want to see more, you can check the other videos I did on liquidity trading concepts. And then if you still have any issue, you can leave a comment below and I will address it for you. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.